I'd like to ask everyone to remain standing for several moments of silence. First, for Shelby Dickinson, the daughter of Jennifer Dickinson, CMS teacher, former CHSIA. For Sharon Calkins, the mother of Megan Calkins, teacher at CHS. And for Emily Layton, the sister of Rebecca Mora Goldman, a teacher at CMS. Thank you. This is the May 23rd meeting of the Clinton School Committee. We have a celebration to get to. We may delay that for a minute or two, so I would seek a motion to take the agenda out of order.
So moved.
Is there a second? Motion having been made and seconded. All those any discussion? There being none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you. All right, can we have a motion to approve the bills?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Motion having been made and seconded. Any discussion on this set of bills? There being none, all those in favor? Unanimous, thank you. Can we have a motion to approve the minutes from the meeting held on May 2nd?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Can we have a quick discussion, though?
Yeah, I will get to it. Motion having been made and seconded.
I just want to make sure before you voted.
Yeah. Any discussion on the minutes?
There was a typo that was brought to our attention. We put the last day of school in as June 22nd. That's actually the last day of school with 5 snow days. So the last day of school should be June 14th. So I don't know if we just want to amend that and approve the minutes as amended.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's amend the motion to accept the minutes as amended.
So moved.
That was your original motion,
Sure.
and you're okay with the amendment?
I am.
All right, the motion having been amended, all those in favor? Unanimous, thank you. Let the record state that the minutes have been amended.
Kids will be glad it's the 14th.
Yeah, that's one we want to make sure we get right. All right, now we'll take the agenda out of order and go to our public comment at this time. So we have our student representative here tonight. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well, thanks for being here. What's new?
Okay, so this weekend, we had prom and after prom, which the parents helped organize, which thank you so much. It's a ton of fun. The YMCA didn't work out, but we ended up going to the schoolyard in West Boylston and worked out really well. So we had that, and then prom was a success as well. We had 300 around kids going. Everyone had fun, no trouble was caused, so that's always great. We also have the girls tennis team was awarded champions with an undefeated season, which is huge.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, very proud of that. The girls softball team is 9-7 right now, and they're going to their district meet, their first district game in Tingsboro this Wednesday. And the baseball team is following them with their first district game Wednesday away, I think.
It is in
Uxbridge?
Uxbridge, yeah.
Okay. We also have the track team had they 1 loss in the season, I think 5 wins, and they'll be competing in states next year. We also placed 2nd overall in the league meet. That was last week. So very excited about that. It was a great season for us. What we got? So we have a special, Hayden Rivera, a senior, sang the national anthem at a Woo Sox game. I don't remember when it was. It was last week. Thanks to senior Jorge Curiel and Aiden Grady, who have an internship with them. They helped organize
fantastic.
that, which was very nice. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys.
Okay. Any
Thank you.
questions? Thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can I just add one thing? I know we said that we had a successful prom and there were no incidents, but not only that, I know Principal Sarmak shared with me that basically the staff was looking for him as the principal at one point, and he, as a principal, was thinking, "Oh no, what's this?" And really, they just came to compliment him on how well behaved and polite our students were. So it was really a nice comment.
Nice.
That's great.
It is great. Well done, everyone associated with those events. Do we have anything from the CTA tonight?
And raising
Looking
those
forward
children.
to your vote on the CTA contract tonight.
Okay. Anything from the PTA tonight?
Good evening.
Hi, Kelly.
Our next meeting will be held June 8th. It's a Wednesday at 6:30 at the CS Library. We'll be holding our elections for the 2022-23 school year, and nominations can be submitted through the end of the month. We made approximately $700 running the concessions at the all-school play for Shrek held in the CS auditorium. And during Teacher Appreciation Week, we were able to send home hearts for the children to write or draw something that they love about their teacher or teachers from preschool to 8th grade, and including the high school. So all 3 schools got hearts in their hallways. In CES, we had the highest number of participation, so we were able to put it in each hallway. So all preschool hearts went into the preschool library, into the preschool hallway, and then so forth, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. And we encouraged special teachers and speech language to also be acknowledged during that time too. And then, and we're hoping that, and we want to just thank our staff for all their hard work for this year and our families that participated. And we're working on planning for the next school year. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please come to our June meeting or email us at pta.clintonmass@gmail.com.
Thank you. Anything from CPAC?
Yes. Our next meeting is June 7th at 6:30 in the library, at the CES library, and we'll be holding our elections that night also. We will be looking at the part of the IEP that is, how is your child doing now? With some examples and a breakdown of possibly what could be here for information, and we will be continuing to break down the IEP through the fall. And on May 26th, I believe that's Thursday night, the current 4th grade is invited to a special education dinner with the Assistant Superintendent and Director of Early Childhood and Special Education in the CMS Library at 5:30. And Christine Zencraft and Kristen Conan are spearheading an Autism Awareness Benefit Concert being held Saturday at Spruce Street Tavern to benefit the David Scott Allman Scholarship, and I'd like to, invite you all to it.
Thank you. What time is it on Saturday?
It's from 4 to 11.
Okay.
If you wanted to take a look at
Thanks.
anything. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you always for all of your good work. So we're waiting for another of our guests to arrive. Dr. Meyer, can we have you go into your report and then, or should we start?
Yeah, I could do a couple. I can just do, and then I'll do a couple of them, and then if she's not here,
Yep.
we'll get back because
Sure.
we're not holding everybody up. All right. So the first thing is the COVID updates. There's nothing major really. I just included the numbers. They're still they crept back up to about 20s. This last week it was 33. So we'll continue to monitor that. We know you hear it on the news. The cases are sort of upticking a little bit. It doesn't seem to be as many hospitalizations as before, but some more positive cases. We do have a webinar on Wednesday that the state just announced regarding the testing program for the rest of this year, and they even said, and discussing the fall. So we'll probably get some more updates. We haven't had a COVID briefing in a while, so we'll have that on Wednesday. Some staffing updates for you. Richard Quirk, CHS English teacher, has let us know that he's going to be resigning at the end of the school year to pursue slightly different setting. Leslie Hanratty, CHS adjustment counselor, she's also going to be resigning at the end of the year. I believe it's to pursue more of her private practice. Laura Taylor she's going to be resigning as the coordinator for the Family and Community Engagement Coordinator at the Clinton Early Childhood Resource Center, effective June 20th. I believe she's accepted a position with Parks and Rec or something like that. So we'll be searching for her replacement. We have Kylie Middleton, a instructional assistant at Clinton Elementary School, has informed us that she'll be resigning at the end of the year because she is moving out of state. And Megan Heighton, nurse at Clinton Elementary School, she'll be probably starting maternity leave this week and going through until October 3rd of 2022. So those are some staffing updates. It's that time of year, at the end of the year, where we kind of get a lot of things fast and furious. So we're working on making sure that we put the appropriate postings up and replacing those positions that are budgeted. Do we have anyone here? Third quarter budget update, if you're interested. There is the line-by-line breakdown in here. What we try to do is look at our actuals, our projected encumbrances, and try to look at that difference. Right about now, according to this report, we still have an unencumbered balance of about $303,000. Now, some of that will get encumbered, but we are starting to look at some of the purchases we have in there for next year, some of the new curriculum and those types of things that we have that it would be beneficial to us if we could order them now and get those materials in the hands of the teachers, hopefully maybe even before they break for summer. So we're monitoring that. We'll get another report. I know I was emailing with Annette today. We should have another report by May 31st. She'll give me another snapshot update so that we can try to know exactly what we have as available funds there.
Any questions for Dr. Meyer on staffing or budget updates?
The middle school project, so in your packet is just the designer service submission confirmation. So this is just our proof that we submitted for designer services. Also, it's a portion of the item. You can see our designer services that was published in the item.
Read your item.
Yeah. So that process is going along. Actually, it was posted in the 11th and came out the 11th, and it will. The 25th is when the request for services are due. That's this Wednesday. So we'll see what we get back in terms of responses by 4 p.m. on Wednesday. We'll do a quick opening of the responses at 4:30 just to kind of verify who submitted, and then it'll shift back sort of to us for the selection process. So I don't want to disclose too many details at this point, but I would just say that there seems to have been, I would consider it a very healthy interest in it. A lot of firms have requested the RFS, so I'm hoping that we'll get some selection of proposals that we can select from.
Thank you.
Do we want to keep going, or do you want to? Huh?
You want to roll?
Did he? Okay. All right. We'll do a couple more. We'll get through them quick.
Sure.
Warrant Article
Thank
2.
you, everyone.
So in your packet, there's the 3 proposed facilities warrant articles. The school committee had endorsed Article 1 and Article 3 at the May 2nd meeting. Article 2 we held off on because I think we had some questions about whether or not a previous article had been approved for a generator. I believe when they went back and tried to look, they, at least getting back to 2012, they hadn't found anything specific to a generator. So I think, are we comfortable with?
Yeah, I talked to
Okay.
Would someone like to make a motion to accept Article 2, to endorse Article 2?
I'll make that motion. I'll
Okay.
second it.
Motion having been made and seconded, any further discussion?
Yeah, real quick, Joel.
Yep.
So what had happened is, as Steve alluded to, I thought there was an article in the past that had specifically addressed purchasing a generator. So before we endorse this, so I worked with Bri Farragut, and Bri got with both the clerk's office and also with the accountant's office at the town hall. They looked it up, it wasn't, and then he also explained to me that this is actually a portable generator. So it'll be,
Yeah.
so I'm good with it. I just wanted to get that information. I appreciate Bri Farragut and the people that helped him get the
No,
information.
I mean, let's get the questions answered when we have them. That's great. Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor? Unanimous, thank you.
All right, it says School Resource Officer MOU on here. There isn't anything in your packet on this yet. I just wanted to give you the update that I did meet with Chief Coyne and Officer Sylvester, and I'm going to forget his rank and everything. So there was one other one. There was 4 of us at the meeting, and we reviewed the new model, sort of, or the changes to the School Resource Officer MOU. So with some of the recent changes over the last few years, they've kind of come out with a slightly different draft of that MOU. So we just went through and we were working on filling in some of the specifics to Clinton and tried to answer some of the questions as far as, who's our chain of command and who can talk to who and all that kind of stuff. And we should hopefully be finalizing that pretty soon. We'd like to try to have it almost ready to go right at the beginning of the fiscal year. So, and I guess really the last thing on my report is a proposed ELA curriculum for grades 7 to 12. So we've had a committee that's been meeting all year. Basically the recommendation from this committee is to go with Into Literature. It's an HMH product, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. There's some research in here for you. There's the Ed Reports research that shows that it meets expectations, grades 6 to 12. There's also the state's Curate project. The Curate only looked at their 6 to 8 version, but gave it an overall meets expectations standard. We were able to get samples of this. The teachers looked at the samples, provided their feedback. We had another, shortlisted. We went through, had an additional demo call with them to walk through some of the online features. And basically, based on the recommendation of the committee, which was inclusive of our middle school and high school English department chairs, but also had administrative, special ed, and English learner representation on it. This was the recommendation for the high-quality curriculum for us to go with moving forward. So I know typically we would have had like a separate curriculum and instruction subcommittee meeting, but I just would kind of seem to be getting in a crunch, and I know everyone's time is valuable right now, so I figured I'd go right from that subcommittee to you guys, if that's okay. If you want more information, I can get you more information. Or if you're okay with us moving forward with this, and we can move forward with it.
So you need an endorsement from us on that?
Sorry, I'm reading the literature. So would someone like to make a motion to endorse to approve these curriculum resources for grades 6 through 12 in English language arts?
6 or 7, is it grade 7 to
6 through 12.
Oh, it's 6 to
Yep.
12?
As you get past, there's one report is 6 through 8, but there's an Ed report that's 6 through 12 too. There's two of them. The state one is the Curate one. That the Curate focused on certain grade spans, so it only went up to grade 8.
But the curriculum materials themselves.
We'll go to grade 12.
Okay.
And the Ed reports one, the federal government one, they did evaluate it and give it the meets expectations rating through grade 12.
I'll make a motion to propose, to endorse the proposed ELA curriculum.
Second?
Second?
Motion had been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Dr. Myers, you have seen all of this, you've gone through all of it, and you're okay with all of this?
I mean, I haven't personally gone through all of the materials, but because we got tons of samples and we broke them up kind of by grade level and all that kind of stuff. But everything seems to be Yeah, I mean, the parts I've seen, the demonstrations I've seen online, everything seems to be, I think this is the best product we saw. Yeah.
We have this in next year's budget already?
Yeah, yes, but also this would be considered high-quality curriculum, which is one of the things that we put into our ESSER plan,
Oh, okay.
because that was one of the things they recommended. So
Oh,
the
okay.
bulk of this would come from ESSER.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
And the curate rating on it?
It was just for grades 6 through 8, but it meets expectations.
Okay. Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor? Okay.
All right.
Unanimous?
Thank you. All right, we have, all right.
The pleasure of the committee, we will take a hard left from the business part of our meeting, and we are grateful to be joined here tonight by State Representative Meg Kilcoyne, so thank you for being here. And let's move on to our celebration of these hardworking retirees who've given so much to the town of Clinton.
All right. So I guess we'll invite you guys to stand over there. What we're going to do is we'll call up the retirees to kind of come up here. We'll give you your plaque. We'll say a few words. We'll get you your citation. And then you can go down and shake hands with the school committee. Probably stand right there. You can just put the- all right. So we're going to start. It's hard to believe we're recognizing her tonight because it's like she retired like a year ago. So we'll start with Mary Neal. So, I'll read this about you. So, Mary successfully ran Clinton Public Schools for 27 years. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but only a slight one. For many years, Mary was the glue that helped to hold things together in the central office. Whenever anyone wasn't sure how to handle something, or how we handled something in the past, the answer was always, ask Mary. Mary was also probably the kindest, most honest person in the world. She always gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. Mary truly cares about Clinton and the students in the district. And one of the best examples of this is how much effort she put into the transition plan to help her successor. So thank you, Mary, for all that you did over your career. Congratulations.
And Mary, on behalf of the House of Representatives, I am honored to present you with an official citation. I'll read it briefly here. I know we have many, but just be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers sincerest congratulations to Mary Neely Winkler in recognition of your 27 years of service to our public schools. On this day, the 23rd of May, 2022, at the House of Representatives, the entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortunes and continued success of adult endeavors. So here you go. This is the official citation. Oh, you
Want me back in?
Like a,
1, 2, 3.
there you go. Congratulations. Very much.
We're going to have Clinton School Principal do our next, recognize our next couple.
All right, so we have two retirees at the elementary school. The first one that we're going to recognize is Mary Ozer. Mary was with Clinton Public Schools for 32 years between the middle school and the elementary school. There's a lot of adding Mary. She was the pulse of the office at Clinton Elementary School, and we appreciate how she kept many of us in check and kept us remembering what was important and belly laughing for constant. Thank you, Mary, for all you did for us at the school and the families of Clinton over your career. We definitely know you are enjoying the next chapter with your adorable grandchildren.
am here to present another citation for the House of Representatives. It does the same thing as the other, but the most important part is your 32 years of service to public schools. So I'm honored to present you with this official citation on behalf of the House. So congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Jen, did you want to? Okay. We gotta pose for the.
Okay.
Perfect.
Our second retiree couldn't be with us tonight, but Melissa Marini will be accepting her awards. Leanne Ball has been with Clinton Public Schools since 1994 as an instructional assistant. She loved her students and went above and beyond her role to serve them. Each day, her passion and dedication were evident. She developed relationships with each and every student she came in contact with and always greeted everyone with a warm welcome. The best way to sum up Mrs. Ball was to say she always found a way to make her students feel safe and successful. We wish her all the best in the next chapter.
So Mrs. Ball did just want me to pass along, that she was sad she couldn't be here. She loved her job. It will be big shoes for us all to fill. We're going to miss her dearly, and we obviously wish her the best of luck.
I'm close for her.
On her behalf. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm honored to present. How do you accept this?
Perfect. Thank you. She couldn't be here, but, obviously she wanted somebody to, so. Yes.
So now we're going to have Clinton Middle School Principal Courtney Harder come up, but I think unfortunately our three staff members from middle school were unable to make it to the university conference, so she's going to recognize them.
Yes. So we have our three. We have Mary Lavager. She has been with the district since 1995. She was an instructional assistant at CMS, and she was dearly loved. She was great with students, always really flexible, and came to work with a smile. So I'm really excited for her and her retirement. The next one is Julia Hagermoser. So she joined us in 2000, and it was her second career, which has really been excellent for her. She's enjoyed working with students, and we've enjoyed having her, and she will be dearly missed by all of us and her team. The final person is Jack McGrail. He started in the district in 1999, so he's been with us and has taught our students an array of games and different ways to play. He was a coach. He did a lot of things in the district in his time here. So we thank him and wish him well in his retirement.
I have the plaques and citations.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to introduce our high school principal, Mr. Scott Cermak, and recognize our high school retirees.
First, I want to talk about Ellen Welsh. Ellen Welsh has been a member of the CHS family since 2014. She stopped business and early college courses, establishing articulation agreements with Mount Wachusett Community College and Quinsignum Community College, and is a VHS faculty member teaching marketing. During her tenure here at CHS, she has hosted credit reality fairs, managed the high school internship program, has been a class advisor, and Step to Excellence mentor. Ellen is given to our school community before and after hours. We wish her a wonderful retirement.
She's my teacher. I did the marketing course for her.
Congratulations, Ellen.
160 both.
For your service, and then this is your official citation to the House of Representatives. Get the.
One more, guys.
Oh, sorry.
One.
I was like thinking earlier. I love Ray. She's great. I'll tell you what, I saw you.
I want to get a football game.
Oh my god. Your football game lasts way too
Before I
long.
give the last plaque over to being presented, I should mention, since we're at the high school, that all these plaques were made by our tech ed department right here in CHS. So they put those, they did their own inlays and everything, and it was really great.
Thank you so much. Okay, our final retirement at Clinton High School is Paul Delaval. Paul began teaching at CHS in 2010. During his time here, he not only was an English teacher, but was also very involved in our student body, after-school running clubs, such as the Acoustic Cafe, the Freshman Junior Mentoring Program, and the High School Quiz Show, along with being the 2018 class advisor. We wish him the best in his retirement and his golf game.
Yeah! Love you, Mr. Noah Valley.
That's our homeroom teacher.
More than a homeroom teacher.
What a guy!
You never know which way to go, you know? Well, I'm pleased to present you with this citation on behalf of the Massachusetts House of Representatives in recognition of your service. And you're welcome. And if we want to get a quick photo op.
All right, now we have our Director of Technology, Krista Hand, for our last retiree, who I think they'll still be calling him every time the internet goes out.
So, Russ has been in Clinton since 2016. I started here in December of 2020, a few days before the holiday break. And who came in every day during the holiday break to meet and greet me and teach me everything, not only about the IT here in Clinton Public Schools, but about Clinton Public Schools, was Russ Lowe. I quickly realized that Russ wasn't just good at IT, but Russ was good at IT in a public school setting, and there's a big difference. The one major quality that I took away from Russ over these past 18 months was that he cares. He cares about the students, he cares about the staff, he cares about aiding with the use of technology in education. And he's going to be gravely missed, I'm telling you, here in Clinton, and especially by me. It was a hard pill to swallow when he told me he was retiring. It's hard to get someone as gifted as Russ Lowe is. And thank you so much, Russ, for everything you've done for me.
Russ, and I'm pleased to present you with this official citation to recognize your service and retirement in public schools. So, on behalf of Massachusetts House of Representatives, congratulations, and we gotta make sure we get our picture here too.
All right, so that's the end of our retirees. We have one more special presentation, I guess.
So the honor, mixed blessing, bittersweet blessing, falls to me to recognize that this is Deborah Gipsel's last meeting as a member of the school committee. She's chosen not to run for re-election for reasons passing understanding, and got out safely and intact. Deb, your commitment and passion for the work that our teachers do with our students is an inspiration. And so in appreciation of your time, effort, and professional commitment to the Clinton School Committee and to the students of Clinton, the Clinton Public School District is grateful for all that you've done for our programs and our community. Congratulations. Yeah, now, Deb will shake hands with the committee, and we shall eat cake.
All right, so take a brief recess. We have some cake and water over here. Everyone is welcome to have a
We
piece.
will
and then
pretend for the sake of Robert's rules that we all agreed to a 5-minute recess.
So waiting for.
Let her know.
Thanks.
He was going to do the first and then kick it to the 8th grade.
Is it the second?
Oh, maybe.
It's the second. He put it in as the 8th. That's the second. Yeah, but still, it's
That's
next.
still
It's
week,
yeah.
okay. That's right.
I was like, I know he moved it to a Thursday because I knew it was golf.
It seemed like a long way.
No worries, no worries.
We're almost done.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Never say no to cake.
Yeah,
That's right, yeah, okay, yeah, no.
It is 7:53. We'll reconvene the meeting, which brings us, I believe, to the chairperson's report. You have in your packets a end-of-cycle summative evaluation self-assessment from Dr. Meyer. With this, we can frame our thinking around the evaluation process for the superintendent. There is assessment on the performance standards. And so what you will get is a template, a blank template of this document. And you can share that information with me. I'll compile it, and we can share it at the next meeting. We wanted to thank you, Dr. Meyer, for doing this. I know it's a little bit earlier than we typically do for the summative evaluation, but we wanted to make sure that Mrs. Goodsell had an opportunity to contribute as well. So, any questions or anything that you wanted to say on the self-assessment piece?
No, I mean, like I said, it's a self-assessment. I try to be honest in it and highlight some areas I think I can improve. So, I look forward to your take on that. And then and not to rush a timeline, but if we could try to have it for the finalizing for the next meeting, which is June 14th. Because we'll have to report just like we have to report all the other evaluations to the state, we'll have to report mine as well.
Right. So if you could get this to me by our next meeting is the 14th. So if you could, is it possible to get it to me by the Tuesday after Memorial Day? Or is that not enough time? Could we look at...
It's the 31st.
Oh, no, we can do later than that. Could you get it to me by June 6th?
Sure. Monday after graduation. Yeah.
Will that work for everybody?
Town meeting?
Yeah, we're good.
Bring it with you to town meeting. Just work on it there.
You'll send us the blank form?
I will send it to you
Okay.
tonight.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Does that work, June 6th? Sure. Okay, great. That'll give me a couple of days to get a final draft back to you, and then to turn that over to Kelly for the agenda for the 14th. Okay, great. Thank you. Do we have anything from anything new from our advisory committees?
Not that we haven't kind of
So
discussed.
we
Oh,
just-
marketing, I guess we met.
Yeah,
Go ahead, if you want.
I mean, we
Sure, yeah, we did have a marketing meeting tonight, and we got to hear about the design for the new gym floor, which is progressing and is going to be completed this summer. We talked about, the branding of the colors to make sure we have kind of a uniform color scheme going on. And then we also talked about the new website development that we're doing and hoping to have implemented by September 1st, so, or by the start of the new school year.
Yeah.
So
exciting.
we will have another meeting probably some point over the summer before school starts again, so.
The rumor
this
that we're
something you guys-
changing the school colors to purple and white are false, is that correct?
False.
Okay.
I don't know if Matt or Dr. Meyer have anything else to add, but.
No, that was
No,
it.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, anything else under our advisory committees? In terms of our subcommittee for negotiations, we have memorandums of agreement,
So-
I understand?
Yeah, so the CTA MOA is in your packet. We have it, I have the originals here ready for you guys to sign if you vote to approve it. The ASME Unit D MOA has been agreed upon in principle. It's not included in here yet because we're still kind of going back and forth with some of the final, just making sure all the words that we agreed to are correct. So we're just in kind of a final editing phase, but the terms of the agreement are agreed to in principle.
Okay. We'll take them separately, I guess. I'll entertain a motion to accept the CTA MOA.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? I will just say thank you to the, I'm
I
sorry.
think we're probably going to say the same thing, yeah. The process was, I felt was fair. I think the interaction between our subcommittee and the union reps was you know, pretty cut forward, straightforward, and I don't know, I just appreciate the way everybody left there, and we had no hard feelings, and I think that from the school committee side, we represented the town well, and I think they got a good deal too, and I think they were happy with it. I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I want to thank, I want to thank both of you for serving the committee and the town in this process. All right, anything further? There being nothing, all those in favor of accepting the CTA MOA?
I had my hand up, I'm sorry. I put it up twice. I thought he wanted me to sign something, so I was getting my pen ready.
Unanimous. And then...
I write with my right hand, I couldn't do both.
And we'll sign them if we agree to both of them. Can we have a motion to accept the AFSCME unit?
No, you don't have to, we don't have that one in there, so we don't have to take action on that yet.
We don't?
No.
All right, then, we don't have to sign them in formal session?
No, you voted, you guys you can sign that.
Do we have anything under old business?
Joe, I just wanted to
Yes.
make a comment.
Please.
Okay. So I just wanted to make a comment because this is my last meeting. And I just wanted to thank the voters who voted me into this office. It definitely was not what I expected when I joined on. And like I said, I joked with Joel that, you know, our concern was head lice. We were doing a policy and procedure on head lice. And during COVID, I was just like, can we go back to head lice, you know? But I do have to say, it was an honor to serve with each one of these members up here. Each one of these people has your children in this district as their first concern. And they give it their all. And like I said, it was just a pleasure to work with a group that wanted to work together. And we did. I think we worked together well and did a lot of good things, I hope. And I just, like I said, enjoyed it. And, you know, in 6 months from now, Dr. Myers, if you leave us, we will cry. If you stay, I will feel totally blessed. I don't think this district realizes what you do on a daily basis and how hard you work for this entire district, the faculty, the students, and everyone involved. And I just want you to know that you are appreciated, and seeing firsthand what you do, I'm just so grateful that you're in that position that you're in. Thank you.
Thank you. Ever gracious. Anything under new business?
Joel, I just got something real quick.
Yes, sir.
And I know the student rep hit on it, but everyone that was involved, I know they did fundraisers, and I don't go on and on, but everyone that was involved in the prom and the after party and everything, I know they had a quick shift, I think it was, from one facility to the next, and you know, I saw all the parents and the community up at the park taking pictures, and everything was just phenomenal. And like Steve alluded to, and I know Scott, you know, there were no problems. Just the opposite, when they're telling you your kids are, you know, they're awesome and they're respectful. I mean, that doesn't happen everywhere.
No.
So everyone that put that together, I know they did, like I said, all the fundraising, and all the parents that were involved in the chaperones. I volunteered to chaperone, however, my son said I couldn't. So, which is good, because I'm not up till 5 in the morning. But anyway, it was a great job, and my hat's off to everyone involved, and the students, because, you know, you're the ones that put it together, and you're the ones that go out and give Clinton a great name by that. So everyone, hats off to you. You do a great job.
Thank you. Anything else under new business? I will say, Thank you for all of your efforts with Memorial Day. We'll, as many of us that can, will represent the school district at Memorial Day, and we look forward to seeing everyone coming out for a parade that's been a long time coming. And thank you for everything that you do, because I know that you're a significant part of that. Anything else under new business?
It's not really new business, but something I probably should have mentioned when I mentioned the CTA MOA, and I just saw Ms. Quist walk back in, so it reminded me that this has already been approved by the CTA through their voting process. So now that you guys have approved it, it's just a matter of getting the signatures on, and we'll start integrating the contract. So
I assumed as much.
that's great.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Can we have a motion to adjourn?
That motion.
I'll second.
Motion having been made and seconded. All those in favor? Unanimous. We stand adjourned. Read your item.